There's a lot of new data coming out for Dogecoin and cryptos that suggest that they're going to explode even more in the coming weeks. So, let's take a look at them. Hello guys, and welcome back to Crypto Fire, where we talk about Dogecoin, cryptocurrency, and investing. Some great news for Dogecoin's adoption came out today. Stock buying app Public announced on Thursday that it will offer crypto buying and selling in the coming weeks. Public, which has raised over $300 million, launched in 2019 with the aim of competing with Robinhood in attracting young and first-time investors. Public says it will initially offer 10 digital currencies, including Bitcoin, ETH, and Dogecoin. So I think this is yet another step for Dogecoin's mass adoption, and I'm really happy that the ripple effect that I've talked about many times in this channel is finally coming true for Doge. Now, let's look at some interesting data for Bitcoin. It's important because Doge is clearly following its trajectory right now. Anthony Pompliano's recently tweeted about holders holding 85% of Bitcoin in circulation. This means diamond hands or holders aren't trading or selling their Bitcoin at this point. This also indicates that people are taking Bitcoin more seriously than ever before. If holders don't sell or trade, Bitcoin's price could shoot up immensely. Also, with having less number of shorters, we can expect a price surge very quickly. Also, according to Cryptoquant, Bitcoin's run to 56.5K was ignited by an anonymous buyer purchasing $1.6 billion worth of Bitcoin in just 5 minutes. The last time markets saw such a huge purchase was in February 2020 when Elon Musk announced that Tesla had purchased $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. And according to data from Glassnode, 2.35 million Bitcoins have also been added by long-term holders to their holdings since their supply bottomed out in March. And in the same duration, only 180K coins were mined. This could only mean that these holders have held 13 times more coins than were produced via fresh issuance over the last 7 months, and that is really bullish. Also, thanks to a rare bullish signal that has just hit for the first time in 7 years, Bitcoin should see a large price increase. As Bitcoin heads higher, RSI has rapidly increased and is currently cooling from overbought territory. This could lead to a temporary pullback. But if we zoom out, the stochastic RSI is in the middle of repeating its moves from 2013, which preceded Bitcoin's 2013 all-time highs. To put it into perspective, Bitcoin started 2013 at just $13 and ended at $1,300. Now the thing is that Bitcoin had its second bullish monthly stock RSI cross this year. This cross has only happened 2 other times in history, in September 2013 and May 2012. It's important because large pumps have followed both the crosses. But then, Rect Capital said that Bitcoin might have to wait for a while before it could get to 100K. Basically, he said that it could rally to 63.5K in October, but then will retrace back to 50K in November before it could break out in December. This is a bit different from what stock-to-flow model predicts, so we'll just have to see how it plays out. Now, let's look at Bitcoin charts for a minute. So, it is currently trading around the 55K mark and is still looking quite bullish in the immediate short term. If it manages another leg up, the target we would be eyeing is around the 58K mark. We can observe that Bitcoin is facing some resistance around 55.5K right now. It is also forming a bull flag, indicating that we might break above the 58K resistance soon. The support levels I'll be watching for Bitcoin are 54.1K and 52.9K. Now, this October, Bitcoin has already rallied 29%, and it's only the first week of the month. Currently, the best year on record for October is 2017, when it added 47%. The great part about this is that these weekly gains for Bitcoin were matched only by Dogecoin, also grew around 25% over 7 days. Coming back to Bitcoin, the Bitcoin Lightning Network has crossed the 3,000 Bitcoin capacity for the first time ever. If you don't know, the Lightning Network is a second layer in the Bitcoin blockchain to undertake off-chain transactions. The transactions on Lightning networks are more easily confirmed, cheaper, and faster than that processed on chain or layer 1. So I think that's another really bullish sign for Bitcoin. And then another important piece of data came out for Bitcoin whales. Bitcoin's whale traders holding between 100 to 10,000 Bitcoin accumulated 70K Bitcoin 10 days ago, And this is the largest day of accumulation for this group since July 2019. And it was this move from whales that partially helped Bitcoin prices rise above 51K again. Now, another piece of data came from crypto analytics firm Sentiment. It looking at key on-chain Bitcoin metrics and says that Bitcoin could be in store for a big week. Sentiment also said that Bitcoin has seen its token circulation surging the past week. One of the most reliable indicators in crypto, the number of unique tokens moving on Bitcoin's network, hit its highest week since May. If this stays high, we could be in for another big week. Sentiment also notes that Bitcoin's supply on exchanges is at its lowest level in over 2 years. It said that, with Bitcoin on the cusp of returning to 50K for the first time in 4 weeks, this comes as the percentage of supply on exchanges has now dropped to its lowest level since June 4, 2019. The 30-month low further de-risks chance of a major sell-off. And then looking at Ethereum, it said that ETH is also following Bitcoin's stance right now. Basically, its supply on exchanges continues its downward trend and is now hitting its lowest in the past 6 months. Now, let's talk about some really great news for crypto adoption from today. The Mexican Stock Exchange is considering listing crypto futures on its derivatives exchange. And then there's Fireblocks, a crypto startup that has been selected by Bankhaus von der Hayt, a privately owned German bank, to help them offer crypto to their clients. The bank will leverage Fireblocks' custody technology and network to expand digital asset and crypto service offerings to its customer base. Also, the investment firm of the legendary hedge fund manager George Soros has confirmed the fund is trading Bitcoin. He also said that the coins themselves are less interesting than the use cases of DeFi and things like that. Now, let's talk about a really interesting study that came out today. So, according to a research study by Iconic Funds and Cryptology Asset Group, allocating funds to crypto investment positions has been shown to have a positive impact on the performance of diversified investment portfolios. So, I think it's probably wise to consider putting at least some money into your favorite cryptos. Still, I'd like to remind you that I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So, you should definitely do proper research before investing anything into crypto. Now, let's talk about some predictions. Real Vision CEO Raoul Pal thinks crypto's overall market cap still has a gigantic amount of room to grow. He said that, "I've just got a chart of adoption of the internet, and crypto matches it beautifully, except the internet was growing 63% a year when it had 150 million users, which crypto has now. So it was growing at 63% a year and crypto is growing at 113%. So this is double the adoption rate of the fastest adoption of technology in all recorded history. We've never seen anything like this. Extrapolate the math, you get out to 1 billion people by 2024. So this is going to happen really fast. By the end of the decade, you're probably at 3.5-4 billion people, so most of the world. I think a roughly fair value to fit in with the other asset classes is 200 trillion, so it's 100x. We've never had an asset do 100x of that kind of magnitude in all recorded history. We've never seen it before, none of us have lived through this. So this is, I think, going to be the largest generation of wealth that the world has seen in the shortest period of time. Now, moving on to some news that could spread FUD in the market. Among the members of the IMF, 110 countries are exploring central bank digital currencies. The head of the IMF said that she views digital currencies issued by central banks as the most reliable form of digital money. But then she said that she finds it hard to think of crypto as money because it is not backed by assets that hold their value stable and can rise and fall sharply. Now, I think CBDCs are going to bring more money into the market. This is simply because they will act as a gateway to crypto for those people who have been really skeptical about using digital currencies till now. Now, another FUD-inducing news came from crypto billionaire Mike Novogratz. He said that the costs of NFT are not regular and that it is a good time to be taking some cash off the desk. He also said that he believes in the long-term potential of NFT, which is encouraging. But the point is that the NFT market might be inflated at this point, so this is something you should definitely keep in mind. Now, coming back to some good news. The Department of Justice is launching a crypto crime fighting team. This is great because it'll throw out all the frauds for the market, which will slowly reduce the fear of investing in cryptos among retail investors. Moving on, we know that Bitcoin is shooting up like crazy. But if you're looking to buy the dip on some other altcoins, which could see a meteoric rise too, Bill Baruch, the president of Blue Line Capital, has some suggestions. He said that two cryptos he is getting behind as an alternative to Bitcoin are Solana and Algorand. He also said that Solana is actually my highest holding right now. I got in at a good time and that has risen pretty sharply. I think that has legs to go as well from here. And Algorand to me feels like Solana 2 to 3 years ago, and I absolutely agree with him. The 5 altcoins on my radar are Solana, Cardano, Algo, Doge, and Ethereum. Also, another crypto I want to talk about is Shiba. So it has risen more than 70% in the past 72 hours. And because of this, it has gone past the likes of Litecoin and Avax to become the 12th biggest crypto by market cap. Coming back to Dogecoin, Legible, a platform to monitor and report on crypto investments, has created a native integration with Doge to make it easier to work with clients who invest in Dogecoin. Its CEO said that, "For those who move Doge between wallets and exchanges to trade, sell, or buy, tracking and accounting for all those transactions can be overwhelming. Our Legible solution gathers all that data for Doge natively, creates monthly accounting statements, identifies taxable transactions, and calculates the gain/loss. So, I think it's yet another huge step for Dogecoin's adoption. It's really cool to see Doge as a prime option for them. And as I said, this is just the beginning for Doge. We could many more companies jump on board very soon." And this is it for today's video. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and sharing it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications for daily videos on Dogecoin and cryptocurrency. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. Goodbye. Take care.